My name is David, and this is Paracord design. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the Fury X Flutter paracord bracelet. What you'll need for this bracelet tutorial is 3 strands of cord, 2 of them being 6 feet and 1 of them being 9 feet. The 2 6-footers will be on the sides, and the 1 9-foot will be your center, the accent color here. And let's get into this tutorial. Also, buckles I'm using are 1-inch buckles, as this is the best buckle for this design. What you want to do, on my wrist size, this one I set it to 10 1/4 inches for the wrist. And let's get into the tutorial. First, what you want to do, you want to take your lowest rung on the cord setup, and you want to bring it over. And let us start by numbering these. Cord 1, cord 2, cord 3, cord 4, cord 5, and cord 6. In between is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. First off, you want to start whichever side you want to go with. You'll take the first cord down through the top in between 3 and 4, and right back up in between 4 and 5. You'll take that, you'll pull all your slack out, and you want to leave a little bit and make sure that it curls to the outside. And then repeat the process for the other side, doing the same thing. Down through 3 and out through 2. After that, next step we move on to is the second cord in the setup, and you want to go between 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You'll bring your second cord up from underneath between 4 and 5 and down through 5 and 6, making sure your cord goes under the starting strand. And do the same for the other side. Up between 2 and 3, and then down between 1 and 2. After that, you'll take your accent cord and you'll bring that all the way across and up between 3 and 4. You want to take your right cord over to the left side and then put that off to the side for a second. Then you'll bring in the other one on the opposite side, going from left to right all the way over and up through 3 and 4. Once you do that, you want to take your cord and bring it up underneath the X pattern that's been created right here, and do the same for the other one. And do the same for the cord from the left. After that, you want to loop over the right cord and come back through from the right side of the X going left. Like so. Making sure you stay above the cords when they first came through. Then you'll come out right here, and what you want to do is go through the first gray loop on the left hand side. Go under that. And then do the same thing for the other side. Coming through the X from the left, going out the right, and through the first gray loop on the right. After that, now it's time to tighten this weave up. You want to tighten it up real good to get all the slack out. Next, you want to make sure you pull all the slack out for all your cords. Then you want to pull the gray cord that's highest up on the design, and you want to pull that tight, making sure it's all tight, as you can see here. Don't pull too tight because it in some ways makes the design look bad. Then do the same thing for the other side, pulling out all the slack and then tightening it up, and then pull the slack out on the last one, and then pull the slack out on that. And there you go. That's the first step. I'll do one more just so you can get a feel for it. If you need to, also, you want to pull out any extra slack in the accent color. Then on to the next step. You want to start with the same cord, the one that's highest up behind the accent color, and repeat the process. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can get a better look at it. Between 3 and 4, from the top down and up, back between 4 and 5. This is a very thick design, so if you can, try to add at least an inch to an inch and a half more. I added a 1/4 inch because the buckle size is large. Alright. Now remember, on the second cords, you want to come up between 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 from the bottom, and then back down, making sure you have this like that. And then do the other side. And then pull apart a little bit, and then bring the weave down. I apologize if this cord is throwing people off a little bit, but I like this color and it looks perfect on this design. You can use whatever colors you want. Just follow this tutorial and you'll be done with it in no time. This one is also good because in a situation where the cordage is needed for other stuff, this is a lot of cord that can be used for survival situations as well. And like I said before, this is a very thick, intensive cord setup. Always make sure you pull all your slack out. But not too much. And they, oh, wow, I almost forgot to go down. Yeah, that's what you gotta keep in mind. Always make sure you go down through the gray loops with the accent color. If you want to see a completed look, go on over to my Instagram. That's at cord, C-O-R-D _ 550 _ Dave. It's also linked below. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and have a nice day.